It is 1967 again, or so VOX would have us believe. 1967 being the year that VOX released their first wah pedal. Now, this particular pedal I know was my first wah pedal because I saw people like Stevie Ray Vaughan playing it and Jimi Hendrix playing it and Eric Clapton playing it. And the chrome plating on the black just looked so cool. Now, luckily when I bought it, it also sounded cool. And these are the brand new V846 vintage and the real McCoy wah at my feet. So the real McCoy is named after the trumpet player, what's his name? Clyde McCoy, which is the kind of inspiration for the original wah. So they wanted the kind of sound that Clyde McCoy got by closing and opening over the bell of his trumpet. And he was the original inspiration for the wah pedal. So VOX have re-released the real McCoy and this V846 vintage wah, which they say are perfectly modeled to the originals, right down to the flathead screws in the back here rather than the Phillips head you might find in a modern one. But what is it that makes this so vintage? And that is specifically the halo inductors. Now, the inductor is an important part of the wah tone, and they painstakingly went through a perfectly intact original 846 wah and a perfectly intact original McCoy wah, and they mimicked the frequency response of those original units and have put them into these brand new ones. So, as I said, you can make it sound like 1967 all over again. I'm going to compare these two wahs at the moment, but in full disclosure, or maybe a spoiler alert, there's not a massive difference between them. However, they do sound awesome. So let's plug them both in and have a quick listen to some of the differences between these. So the very, very minimal difference between these two is, as I said, the 846 seems to have a little bit more low end in it compared to the McCoy. 846, McCoy, a little bit more brightness in the McCoy. We're absolutely splitting hairs there. So there's not a lot of difference between them in terms of the tone, but they are that classic sound. So if you are looking for, if you've heard Hendrix, you've heard Stevie Ray Vaughan, you've heard Clapton, and you think that is the wah sound that I want, then these are absolutely the wahs that you should go and check out. And as someone who uses a mini wah now, I forgot how good a full-size wah feels under your foot. So if you're looking for a classic wah sound, you can't beat a VOX for that original wah tone. As always, thanks for watching Noisegate. See you next time.